story arc. So we talked about that as well. You start at the beginning. So today, we're going to review for our test that we have coming up next week on Romeo and Juliet by creating a board game displaying the beginning, the climax, and the end of Romeo and Juliet. So, if anybody, basically the way I'm going to have you guys do it is somebody can start at the beginning and like every tile you guys can make up some sort of scene from Romeo and Juliet, and you can use that as a board game tile. So I know, actually you guys actually haven't read that in a while, so I have any questions, like I'll give you like an overall story arc. So we'll start with Act 1. Juliet, or so you can just write Juliet at the beginning. On this one? Yeah, because that's who we're going to be. Okay. So let me pull up. Alright, since we're being Juliet, we'll read a quick analysis of Juliet so you guys can get a little bit of a thing. Alright, the daughter of the Capulet and Lady Capulet, a beautiful 13-year-old girl, Juliet begins the play as a naive child who thought little about love and marriage. She grows up quickly, falling in love with Romeo and the son of her family's great enemy. Because she is a girl in the aristocratic family, she has none of the freedom Romeo has to roam around the city, climb over the walls in the middle of the night, and get into sword fights. Nevertheless, she shows amazing courage in trusting her entire life and future to Romeo, even refusing to believe the worst reports about him after he gets in a fight with a cousin, which he ends up killing him. Juliet's closest friends and confidant is her nurse, though she's willing to shut the nurse out of her life the moment the nurse turns against Romeo. So that's a quick summary of Juliet, which we all know she ends up dying in the end as well. So the first big plot point for Juliet is her getting told she has to get married to somebody she doesn't know. So who wants to come up and put that somewhere on the board game chart and like decide if that gets you forward 2 spaces or back 2 spaces? Okay, so the main thing Juliet first hits is the fact that she has to marry, but she has to marry no woman that her parents choose. So that's about like the first half of the play. So if you want to pick the tile for that to be. What do you guys think?
Third space.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You just want me to like, just like forced to marry or something. I can't see the writing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the kind of. Oh wait, that would help.
Can you fix my Juliet for me? Cross my T.
I think it's like
Good enough.
operated, so yeah. That's a struggle. So after she is forced to marry, they have the big masquerade ball. So that's the big next event. So if somebody wants to put that on the board game. Alright, and then the next event at the ball, she meets Romeo. So if somebody wants to put that, go ahead. It's a pretty important event, so you can decide.
You really skipped ahead, Maddie.
It's very important. I like it. Alrighty, so after she meets Romeo, can anybody tell me what happens after that? You can guess.
They fall in love. Is
Well,
that what the answer is?
Yeah, but there's this big scene. It's the most famous scene in all of Shakespeare's plays.
The balcony.
Yeah, so you want to write that? Yeah. You can make it. Well, we have to fit her whole entire life's story.
Good job, Maddie.
So,
My bad. You was Romeo and Juliet live. Are you kidding?
Hey, Romeo's the most important. So.
Okay.
so after they get along because they lost the 2 loves of their lives, their children, but throughout the whole story, they work on building up that relationship. So I'll send this creative board game to all of your emails. That way you have a little bit of a story arc to help you study for